Hey guys, this is Nick from ForexForNoobs.com with the daily analysis. Today is Thursday, the 31st of October 2019. Time is 10 a.m. here in the UK. You're looking at we're going to switch to a Euro USD daily chart. Today's analysis, we're going to discuss some of the open setups we have. We're going to discuss some of the setups I shared yesterday and the day before. And we're going to look for some new price action setups. So let's just dive right into it. First of all, we've got Euro USD. This one I shared last week. Was headed down and it's since turned around. I imagine most of you have closed this one out at break even or with a little bit of profit. I doubt any of you are still in waiting for that stop loss. So this one's off. Good morning, everyone. CADCHF. Now, this is one I shared on Tuesday. This one obviously has worked out very, very well. I unfortunately missed out on extending this further. So I wanted to extend it further. When it moved down that quickly, I would have extended the target on this one and I would have targeted way more. But as you can see, the first candle, let's drop down to the 15-minute chart. We can see how fast this moved down. If you weren't paying attention to your charts at the time, you can see just within a few 15-minute candles, it came all the way down. Now, my target wasn't here. My target was actually a bit higher. Something like that. So it moved down quite fast. I wasn't able to extend my target, unfortunately. So it was a good trade. It was obviously a profitable trade. I got out with some nice profit. I was unable to extend, but it's not like I'm annoyed or angry. I'm obviously happy with the result. I know a lot of you guys were able to extend and you're still in the trade. So that's really awesome. I'm glad for you guys. For the ones who've managed to stay in this one, it is running down quite well. And what you want to do at this point is you want to lock in some profit by either exiting part of the position or just moving your stop loss to around about the 1.5 R mark, or if you want to lock in even more, go for the 2R mark and just let it run at this point, because it does look like it's possibly going to continue to run down. So this one has a whole lot of potential. Yeah, unfortunately I'm out, but I'm out with very good profit, so I'm happy with that one. So yeah, this ended up being a really, really good trade, guys. USDCHF, this is another trade I shared with you guys on Tuesday. This one's going really well. I know a lot of you have already hit your target with this one. My target was a little wider. It's not quite been hit yet, but it's very, very close. I'm looking at closing this one out today. I don't want to leave it open till tomorrow because tomorrow we have... I forgot to open the calendar, one sec. Tomorrow we have the NFP. NFP can have a big impact on the market. It is the highest impact report. So I like to close out my trades early on Friday. So I might try to close this out this afternoon, even if it hasn't hit my target. Hopefully it has, but we'll just see how it goes. Who knows? I might change my mind and leave it open. I'm unsure now. I have a very loose game plan of not wanting to keep it open through NFP. That's as far as my plan goes right now. But I'll obviously formulate a plan throughout the day. That's one of the great things about trading daily charts. There's no rush to make a decision. If you're doing this on the 5-minute, you're freaking out because you have to make a decision right away. You need to have a game plan before you even enter the trade. You need to have a game plan of how you're going to handle it. On the daily, you can just make your plans as things unfold. So you might think it's a bit weird that I don't have a plan yet, but no, that's just the beauty of trading the daily. There's no there's no real stress to it because you could just kind of let it unfold. I'm not sure what you mean by suggestions. Busy news weeks are really, really good. When you have a busy news week, it just means there's loads of movement in the market, and that's great for us. I mean, look at this week. This week has been a busy news week, and it's resulted in some really nice trades. I love busy news weeks. Anyway, let's, if that's not what you meant, just let me know, and I'll answer your question further. But if you're asking how to handle busy weeks, then yeah, it's a great thing. Right, next, USDJPY. This is a trade I shared on Tuesday, and then I shared again yesterday. Wasn't too crazy about this one, but in the end, I probably would have entered it had I had the chance. But unfortunately, it triggered at like 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. in the morning. 1 a.m. actually. Yeah, around 1:30 a.m. So obviously I was in bed, and I didn't have an entry set for this trade because of how yesterday's candle kind of moved, did a crazy swing. Anyway, long story short, I wasn't able to enter this trade, unfortunately. Is anyone in this one? Just going to check the forum real quick to see if anyone in the forum's in it. All right, you're in it. I was posted to the forum by Max, so Max is in it. Laurentio is in it. I want to see. Oh, looks like a few people are in it. Sanjay, cool. Nice. Moki, you're in. Nice. So, yeah, a fair few of you are in it. Therefore, I will mark it as a green setup. That way we can keep a close eye on it. Unfortunately, like I said, I missed it, but, you know, can't be awake 24/7 for trades. Sydney, you're in too? Wow, there's a lot of you in. It's going really nicely for you guys. It's dropping quite well. So do keep an eye on it. Particularly where it is now is an area where it might start to struggle through here. We can see the lows here last time. We can see when it came up, it got stuck here. Got stuck here, got stuck here. Get stuck everywhere. So just watch out for this area. I think if it clears this area, you should definitely be good for that target down there. But until it clears this area, it might struggle. That being said, it is pushing down really, really fast right now. And that's a great sign. The speed at which it's pushing down is a great sign. So, yeah. Just hold on to the trade. AUDCAD. Oh, that looks good. Looks really good. USD this is nothing anymore. I was looking at it yesterday as a potential, so I marked it as orange, like I do with all potential setups. AUD New Zealand, I was looking at this as a potential. It looks like a reversal is happening here, but I was actually waiting for it to push further up into the resistance area, and that obviously never happened, at least not on the daily. Maybe on the 4 hour you could have entered this one, but I doubt anyone did. So I'm just going to drop this one off the list, and let's look for some new setups. We already saw one on AUDCAD. AUDCAD looks pretty solid. It's got a nice little indecision candle forming. If this candle closes pretty much like it is now, there's potential for a short here. maybe tomorrow, but tomorrow is NFP, so it could be risky to open tomorrow. Perhaps waiting till Monday is the best bet, but we'll talk about that more in, towards the end of the analysis. Let's look for some more setups here, guys. I don't think we're going to find much new setups today. Been a really good few weeks lately. Right, so yeah, there's not much new stuff happening other than AUDCAD, at least not on Forex pairs. Let's take a quick look at these. This is just something I'm tracking as a short, but I'm not actually in it. DXY is fallen back into this support area here. This is actually kind of interesting. So there's a potential long on DXY if you can trade it. Okay, yeah. Looks like only DXY right now. Actually, let me just switch back to here. So let's wrap things up here, guys. DXY, like I just showed you, and there's a potential short here on AUDCAD. What I want to see on AUDCAD is this daily candle closing as is. There could be some stuff happening on the lower timeframes, guys. We can discuss that in the chat room itself. So head over to a chat room if you want to talk about low time frame trades. But on the higher time frames, it seems like it's just AUDCAD. And of course, there's the open USDCHF and USDJPY setups. And the open, for some people, CADCHF setups. But I think a lot of you would have probably closed out by now. So yeah, all in all, pretty good week. I'm going to hold on to USDCHF at least until it hits my target. It looks like it's going to have no problems reaching it. We just need it to drop a little bit lower. If it doesn't manage to hit my target, like I said, I might still close out this afternoon just because I don't want to really leave it open until Friday. USDJPY, in this case, it's not really close to target, so I'd probably leave this one open until Friday. But like I said, there's a problem area here, so you want to be very careful here. Watch how this plays out in this area. Are there any questions, guys? Yeah, if you guys could send me an email with all these pairs you want me, or not pairs because they're not Forex pairs, all these instruments you want me to add to the analysis, that would be really, really helpful. So just send me an email like this AUS200. I didn't really know about it until right now. I know that sounds weird because I've been trading pretty much my whole life, but this is not stuff I trade. I've been exclusively Forex. I'm trying to branch out, but a lot of these things I don't know, like the AUS200, I don't know. I know my strategy works on this stuff because price action works everywhere, but I don't really know what to trade. So if you guys could help me out a little bit, tell me what you want me to look at in the analysis, then I'll add it to this list and we'll look at it in every analysis session, which should be quite good because it's going to give us some stuff to trade when the Forex market's moving quite slow. We'll have some other stuff that we can trade. This AUS200 looks actually really, really nice. Looks pretty, like it adheres to support resistance areas quite nicely. It looks pretty simple to trade, dare I say it. It is approaching support. That is a good catch there. That is a good catch there. So let's keep a close eye on this one, guys. When it hits the support area, I'm looking for some sort of indecision here on support for a potential reversal from here. EURCAD. What about EURCAD? Alan, can you expand on what you're asking about EURCAD? All right, it doesn't look like Alan is here anymore, or I don't know. I don't really see anything on EURCAD. It's broken through the resistance area. Looks like it's probably going to continue to head up, possibly. Could we be seeing a change in momentum? Perhaps. It's way too early to say. I mean, this is primarily a move caused by news, and moves caused by news tend to be short-lived. So, sure, this one could be the exception, and it could keep moving in reaction to this news, because it is pretty impactful news. But I wouldn't really be ready to say that this is a change in momentum. It's just a stall point. So are you still long on EURCAD? Is that why you're asking, Aaron? Oh, sorry, Blue. Because we had a long trade here earlier this week. Or, yeah, it was earlier this week. That worked out really well. So many good trades this week. Okay, you're still in it. Okay, that makes sense. Now I understand where you guys are coming from. Hey, Amjad. You're a tad late. We're just wrapping up here. Yeah, this is definitely a stall point here. Trade's doing quite well. Amjad, just a general rule we have is if you come in late, I'm not going to go over pairs that have already been discussed. The reason for that is I just can't have people coming in at all times and then having to repeat the analysis for everyone who comes back in or who comes in late. I'll make an exception in this case since this is the first time, but just as a general rule, if you come in late, then you're going to have to just watch the recording, which is sent out about 30 minutes after the analysis completes. You're just going to have to watch the recording in order to catch up. I know that sounds harsh, but it's just a rule because we just can't have... It's annoying to everyone to have to constantly repeat things for people who come in late. So Euro USD, I don't see any potential trade here. Price has bounced away from this minor support area. Perhaps it's a major support area. It's at this resistance area right now, but I just don't really see a reason to jump in short here. The maximum, if you jump in short here, it might drop back down to the support area here, but it would probably get stuck here. So I don't want to go in short. There's just not enough room for this trade to move here. So if you get in, let's imagine this candle closes as indecision, right? So it drops back down and it looks like indecision. If you get in, if you have a very, very tight entry and a very, very tight stop, you might be able to get 2.38 R on this trade, which is very good. But the reality is that it's not going to look like this. It'll probably look more like this candle here. So if it looks more like this candle here, then we've got a risk to reward ratio of around about 1.2, which is just not viable. So I just don't really see a potential short trade here. I think it's moving in too narrow a range to get into a short trade here. So the potentials for today are AUDCAD. The trades I shared earlier this week that are still open, for some is CADCHF, for most of us is USDCHF still open, but getting very, very close to target now. USDJPY, this one's open and moving towards, I guess, the midway point. And EURCAD, I just found out, is open for some. It's at an area where it might struggle a little bit, but if you're still in this one, just move your stop loss to a nice profit point. So you might want to move your stop loss to 1.5 R, somewhere like there, or maybe 2 R, and just let the trade run. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. Unless there's any other questions. If there's any questions, let me know. It doesn't look like there's any questions. Therefore, we'll wrap this one up. Thank you guys very much for attending. I hope you caught some of these awesome trades this week. Next analysis will be Tuesday at 10 a.m. This is the last analysis for the week. But of course, to all you members, I'll see you on the forum and in the new chat room, where we will be doing some lower time frame trading. So this is separate to this analysis, lower time frame trading, where generally speaking, there's a few more trades. Although this week, the lower time frames have been a bit slow and the higher time frames have been giving us most of our trades. So it does vary sometimes, but hey, I'll see you in the chat room. I'll see you in the forum. Thank you guys for attending, and see you next week if you're not a member.